Hey all, how's it going? It's your pal Dave up on the job site. Some days are just shit. Some days just suck. I was all excited to get back to work again this week. It's Monday, January, whatever. And I get woken up to the news that the pump is out in the well. Now, the well is over there. On somebody else's property. I didn't put it in. I'm just one of 3 houses that are on the well. Last time it was simple. It was just a valve that somebody had turned off. And then the time before that, it was actually, they hadn't put a GFI in. So there was a power surge and the computer on the thing blew up. This time though, it's actually the pump. So if you know anything about wells, the pump's at the bottom. So they're gonna have to pull all the piping up to get to the pump to put a new one in there. So we're out of commission now for the next, I don't know, week or so. I don't know how long it's gonna take to get it done. I sure as hell hope it's under warranty because we're out of water, and so is my neighbor over here who has renters coming all the time. So it gets tiring holding this thing with one hand. I guess I gotta. So anyway, that was problem number 1. But wait, there's problems 2 and there's problems number 3. So let's swing around so I can change hands here. Okay. You wouldn't think holding a phone would get that hard. But when you're trying to do a selfie with a phone, you have to hold it at arm's reach. And I'm old and my shoulders hurt. Problem number 2, not in order, I'm saving the best one for last, is that this roof is not strong enough to bear weight. When you go up onto the rooftop deck, remember there's a rooftop deck up here, it flexes like crazy. It's just not strong enough. Because even though Roberto knew, son of a bitch, that we were gonna do a rooftop deck, he didn't do anything to make this stretch in here. Let me back out just a little bit so you can see a little better. He didn't do anything to make this a weight-bearing roof, ceiling, whatever you want to call it. Over here it's fine, where we've got the support of the closet and we've got the support of the bathroom. But in this open space, when you go upstairs and you stand on it, it flexes like crazy. So rip out the wall here, rip out the wall here, and do a great big beam, a California beam, which you'll see when we go downstairs through here. And then wrap it in drywall or whatever you do so it looks nice, so it doesn't look too obvious. But that's the only way, other than putting a post right in the middle of the frickin' floor to keep it from flexing. Even then, that probably wouldn't do it, probably wouldn't cut it. You'd still need a beam going across here because it's just too long. That's 7 meters, I guess. So like what, 21 feet or so. So it needs to be a stronger beam. So ka-ching, how much is that gonna frickin' cost? How much is that gonna set us back? But, as I promised, saving the best for last, there's not enough support structures down here. The whole building sways. And we live in an area where you get a lot of earthquakes. So you need to have a building that's strong enough to support what's above it. So instead of just having 4 beams here, we need to have 7. There needs to be 1 more there, 1 more there, and 1 more there, which wouldn't have been such a big deal if we had caught it in time. But now we have to figure out a way to retrofit this. So we have to dig a great big pit here and put another column, which sounds like it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but it is. It's a big deal and it's expensive. Oh, and don't forget, we have 2 other cabinas that were built the same way. So they all have to be repaired and retrofitted, and it's gonna be expensive as hell. And I'm just pissed off. Sorry, insert F word here and there and in every other place, because I am just over this. I'm just freaking over this. I wish I could get in a time machine and go back and not start this project at all. I don't know if that's true because I love this lot. I love this space up here. And initially the idea was to just do one level. But if you're only on one level, you really miss the view in that direction. Because obviously there's just a temporary screen on here, but eventually there's going to be plants all along here. So from this level, you really won't be able to see the street and you won't be able to catch the view. And that's over half of the awesome view from up here on that side. Sorry, I can't hold the phone high enough for you to see. So we decided to go up. And Roberto, insert F word here, is not very smart. Maybe he's a good builder. He knows how to follow directions in between his alcoholic blackouts, but he should have known better. He should have known that we needed more supports along here. So now we have to fix this mistake and add the supports in here. And again, without any water, it's going to be a while till we get this done. You know, the only thing that keeps me motivated is that I know that once this project is done, these are going to be amazing and they're going to rent every frickin' day. I mean, look at this view that we're looking at. It's going to be an incredible sunset tonight too. But we just got to get there. We got to get across the frickin' finish line. And it's just killing me that we're hitting all these setbacks. So, as much as I love Danny and he's done a great job, he's new at this. And I mean, we've been consulting with people that we consider to be professionals, but you know, he doesn't exactly know what he's doing yet. I mean, he knows a lot, but he's young and this is one of his first big projects like this. And honestly, you know, I got to get a professional involved. And now it's raining. I guess that's good. It'll cool me off a little bit. But it's been a really challenging day today. You know, I'm super grateful for my friends and my family. Teresa Lipsy, my mom, who listened to me bitch all day about this and feeling like an idiot for even starting this project. You know, I'm 55. I've been through a lot already in my life. I've learned a lot. I'm not a dumb guy. I'm not the smartest in the world, but I sure did feel stupid today dealing with all of this, trying to figure out what the best path forward is. So anyway, that's the news from up here and that's what's going on. Hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. Meet with this guy and see what the best way forward is. I mean, I think I know, but Danny doesn't have any clue of how much it's going to cost. He just kind of wings it on stuff. I mean, I love him, but he quoted me initially $1,000 just in labor to do 3 covers over the septic pits. Now, granted, at that point we were talking about doing them in metal, but the cost of the metal was going to be like $500. And he was quoting me $1,000 just for the labor. And I'm thinking to myself, how much did I pay the doctor when I owned the clinic? And how many hours we're thinking it would take to fabricate metal covers there? Way, way, way more expensive than it should be. So anyway, with that in mind, I just don't feel like I can get an accurate quote on how much the labor is going to be. I tried to suggest we move to an hourly rate on the whole thing, and he didn't like that idea at all. So, you know, I think the only option is to talk to a professional and get a more reasonable quote for this. And not to fault him. I mean, I love Danny. He's a great guy, and he's trying his best. But without having any experience, he just can't really give me an accurate quote. Now, we did change the lids, by the way. Now we're doing them in concrete. I mean, I was thinking we needed to have more access to get to the lid, but really all we need is that pipe sticking up. And once we're done, that'll get cut down and covered so that when you need to suck the poop out of there, all you need is enough space to get the hose down. But I'm just so frustrated. It's 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Here I was getting excited about flooring and paint colors and wall treatments and tiles and whatnot, windows, and now it's like, nope, let's go back to structural stuff. Let's go back to, you know, the first month of doing all of this stuff and fix the mistakes that were made. All right, enough. That's enough of me ranting, but you can understand my frustration and all of this. I'm not made of money. I'm already way over budget on this and way behind schedule too. Fucking Roberto. We can thank him for that. Okay, enough. Hopefully I'll have some better news for you guys tomorrow. Take care.